Hello and welcome to May We Recommend, a show where we talk about music, movies, and more. Joined with me today is Otis. We're missing Sean. Otis, how you doing today?
Tell you what, taking a snow
Oh,
day, you gotta love that stuff.
oh yeah, that is nice.
It's so nice.
I had a
So
little
fair.
tragedy today.
Oh, wait,
Yeah.
what's your little tragedy today?
Well, so my mustache was going in my mouth a lot. Right?
Oh, yep.
Yeah.
Hey,
As
did
it
you
does.
ever do that thing when you kind of suck on the tips of your mustache?
Well, I don't like doing that.
I know it's a
So-
very gross habit, but I find myself doing it if I let my mustache get that long.
Well, yes. I'll do that where the lower lip comes out and kind of brushes over.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm going to trim up my mustache. So
sure.
I get a little mustache trimmer. And boy, did I hack it up.
Oh, really?
And so I had to trim off the whole beard. And buddy, it's not good.
Wait, are you
That
bald?
beard was
Are you
doing
face
so
bald right
much.
now?
I'm face bald.
Oh man. Wow. Yeah. We ask a lot of our beards nowadays.
Oh, it was hiding this chin for me. It was doing the Lord's work. And at the end of the day,
Yeah.
it looked up at me and said, "I'm sorry, but I gotta go." Just left me
I
naked
fought
in the
till I could
light.
fight. I get it. So it's a weird thing, isn't it though? Like, all
Oh.
right, so I had a beard for 15 years, darn near.
Mm-hmm.
And then Zoe had been asking me to shave it for a while.
Yeah.
And so, I was like, well, it's kind of my, it's my thing now, right? Like, there
Yeah.
reaches a point where it's like, it's more than just apparel. Like, you personify the thing. Anyway, long and short of it, during the pandemic, I couldn't do the beard and the mask, and I decided to shave. You know all this. You know
Yeah.
everybody is. But I'll be darned if I didn't learn to like the way my face looked again without a beard.
Well,
I
your
looked
family has
younger.
good genes. Your family has
Well,
good face genes, okay? Like,
yeah, just face.
you guys keep skinny faces.
We do keep skinny faces.
And I do not. I gain all my weight in my face. Now, this
Oh,
show is
yeah.
not about men with beards and fat faces.
I feel like the evidence is counter to that, but regardless. Totally fair.
We're here to talk about something
Right.
on a different legend.
Absolutely. And it
And that
kind
is,
of the movie Legend itself. 1985, not the new one. Not the new one
that's
that's
right.
out
I
there.
don't know. What's the new one? What is this new one?
I don't know. There's a new one. When I was Googling Legend earlier, it kept coming up with a new movie. And I was like, this is not the movie that I wanted to research at all about.
Huh. I am now really curious because was it a terrible fantasy movie that you remember being great when you were a kid?
Oh boy, howdy, right? Such a
Okay,
stinger.
we're just gonna get into it. Let's set the table here.
Okay.
This
you
is,
betcha.
like you said, 1985.
Yep.
And
Produced
it is
by
by
Ridley Scott. Did that
Yeah.
throw you a little bit?
oh man, I was like, this movie the producer directed too. I don't remember
Yeah.
who directed this.
No, I think he produced and directed.
Yeah.
And
And it's
just
epic. I mean, the scope of it is huge.
huge.
It was 25 million, I think, to make, and it made back 22.
Yeah.
So, like, it
Little bit
didn't
of a
break even,
flop.
but like, not as big of a flop as it should have been.
That's probably true, right? Although I'm fucking making that money back. I mean, no joke. I just spent some money on it.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
I bet you.
Yeah.
I bet you it's broken even now.
Oh, I'm sure several times over.
I mean, I don't know, but man, so did you find that there were so many aspects of other epic movies and they just had to cram them all in, just every one of them in?
Yeah, but like it is an earlier one. So like, 85, we still have center tooth Tom Cruise coming in his like 5'4" glory
Right.
on screen, and very Link from Zelda looking, you know.
Very Link from Zelda looking. And
Yeah.
honestly, I didn't hate the look. Like I
I didn't
didn't
hate the
hate
look, but the acting was like he's supposed to be pure, but he's just coming off as kind of like dumb.
a little bit handicapped, right?
You know, he said it.
I did, and I'm gonna stick to it. Because that level of innocence when you try to portray, like, I
Yeah,
think it just leads you toward, because that's the only thing we know of in true innocence. Like
yeah.
perpetual innocence, right?
Yes,
That's what it is.
absolutely. Like the whole idea of like, I mean, they're kissing and their kissing is not innocent.
Yeah,
Like
it's not.
their first kiss is like with tongue, and I'm like, they were supposed to be super innocent. Like, I guess maybe
Like,
if you, I mean, I don't get that actually.
oh, okay. So it made me think, this film, a lot about like the portrayal of innocence. We have a very complicated relationship as humans, as storytellers, with
Yeah.
the ideals of innocence. Like
Hmm.
so much of this show, so much
Yes.
of Legend, I don't know, felt like it also dealt with burgeoning sexuality.
A
Like, because
burgeoning
you can't
sexuality.
talk about, yes,
Hmm.
like, because,
I mean, it could all
like,
just be a
Jack,
metaphor for it.
big old metaphor for boning, is really what I
Yeah.
feel like the movie was.
Hmm. Like, especially with the darkness, seduce her,
Oh
you
my
know.
gosh. Oh, totally, right? Now,
Hmm.
okay, so the devil in this film, was he also portrayed by Tim Curry? Or was it just
Yes, he
was it a
was.
body actor with really? So is
Nope,
Tim Curry
that's Tim
actually
Curry in a big
wow,
latex suit.
man,
Hmm.
they did a great job.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of behind the scenes I was looking at. So, what were we saying? We're saying the princess. Yes. So the princess is also an innocent. She comes off as also kind of derpy.
A
And,
little bit
and
derpy.
her screaming
But
was a little much for me.
which
Like,
screaming?
her screaming was a little piercing.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Now this came out before Ferris Bueller's, right?
Hmm.
Okay. See, I don't remember in which order I watched these movies
Hmm.
originally, but I had the biggest crush on that gal in Ferris Bueller's.
Yeah. She's easy to crush on. She's really cute. You know.
Yeah, she's a pretty young lady. But yeah, it was man, it's weird reliving like this old movie thing because we're kind of reliving certain aspects of our childhood when we do it, I think.
All right. So, we've got two main characters. We've got Jack and we've got Lily.
Lily. Yeah.
And Jack's a wild forest boy who can
Mm-hmm.
commune with nature because he's so pure. He's practically fairy, I think they
He
say, you know.
yeah, practically fairy. Um,
Yeah.
and that's kind of isn't that just a trope in storytelling besides like the wolf man?
Yeah, yeah. Like they're
He like
just
the wild boy, the Tarzan, right? Like
mhm.
all that.
Well, even Aragorn, right?
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
And I feel like this movie borrowed other aspects of the Lord of the Rings as well.
Yeah.
But
It did feel rapid to you. It was an hour and a half,
mm-hmm.
but it felt like it flowed really fast. You know.
Yeah, I bet you a director's cut that was longer actually would have made more sense. And might have been a better movie.
It might have been.
It might have
Like
because
I
I
felt like
think
there was rapid development. Like, hey, we're Fey folk, okay, and then we're getting ahead of ourselves. Uh,
yep,
so yeah,
yep, sorry.
Jack takes Lily out to meet a unicorn. Some goblins shoot the unicorn, chop off its horn, and then he meets some Fey folk after the world freezes, and they have to return the horn or get the horn back.
Yeah.
That's the synopsis. right? But there's like a larger metaphor, like we were talking about. Like there's a romance between Jack and Lily, and it's kind of the loss of innocence,
Right.
you know, which they play through the whole thing. And like at the very end, he's going to go marry Lily, and he can never return, I guess, back to the forest. He's like this character named the Gump. What was it?
Yeah, Gump. It was Gump.
It wasn't really Gump.
No, it really was Gump. Yeah, no joke. It was Gump. Who was portrayed by like an 8-year-old boy or something? Like a very young boy.
It looked like a young boy, but it acted like an adult.
It did. So like they gave him adult lines and adult themes, but portrayed by an 8-year-old boy, which honestly, I kind of don't hate that in fantasy flicks. But
he did a great job.
I
think
so too.
Everybody acted the hell out of their job. You know,
except for maybe Tom Cruise. He may not have acted that.
He had a hard job to be an action hero, but also be like super innocent.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know.
Yeah,
but this was definitely after Risky Business, though, right? Or was this before Risky Business?
Those are good questions. Those are very good questions. And if I had my computer for me like I normally do, I would have answers for you.
No, that's funny because I realize that I just bank on you to look up things because your computer's right in front of you. You don't have it right now. So I can go ahead and look that up because I'm not a dumb dummy.
Nope, Risky Business was definitely before this. It was 2 years before it came out in '83. Yeah.
Right. Okay. So like he wasn't brand new to the scene.
No, he'd already did what's that one with the soda pop and Pony Boy, The Outsider.
That's right. That was before Risky Business, considerably. Such a good show.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I'm revisiting these old movies that I'm like, hey, we should totally do this. I remember it being awesome. Has been a real hit or miss for me.
You know, it really has, hasn't it?
But, I don't want to say things don't hold up, but like this movie, I feel like is very much of the time of me being a prepubescent child of the 80s.
Yeah, absolutely.
This movie and being like blown away by it. The
prosthetics
were amazing.
Prosthetics were amazing, though.
They're still good. They're still really good.
Yeah, they hold up for sure. Like the visual effects, the real visual effects, great.
Pieces were mind blowing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like I was like, this was only 25 million. Like, are you serious? Like for 25 million, I could build this kind of a set in the 80s? That's crazy.
Yeah, but you could buy like 1 million houses for 25 million in the. Oh yeah, probably. Certainly a bit of hyperbole, but stretch a lot further. Oh yeah, well, no, yeah, that's what I was saying about that. It's like this. It's the story that kills me. It's too ham-fisted.
Well, it was very, very simple.
Very simple.
It relied on the visual, not even narrative. It just relied on visual.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was visually stunning. Like I'm watching this movie and I keep thinking, this is like a high-end movie, a high-end music video.
Like yeah, super high.
Just waiting for it to start. And then when it did start at the end, I was highly disappointed.
Did you also hate that final song?
I am going to put it at the beginning of this episode. And
jeez. So, just atrocious. Now, do you think that was actually made for this film?
Well, I think so.
I feel like there's no way there's a song out there that fit the narrative that closely. Was kind of my take on it. Like it'd be too much.
Yeah, I think it would be too much too.
But then
now if Sean was here, he'd be able to fill this in because he's always talking about how Tangerine Dream did the music for this show
for Legend,
and how for Legend. He's got this whole backstory and everything that goes into it. I have no idea. I did not research that.
Oh, that's funny. We probably should not have done this without him. We're turds.
Well, I sent him the text.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Mm,
he's out with COVID.
mm.
So he could have popped in.
What's a lethal disease? It's fine. Although,
I know it's true.
like,
We treat it so candidly now.
we
And, like,
really
people are still
do.
dying from it.
People still are.
Yeah.
But man, I can't help but treat it candidly now. I want to
wonder
care.
if this is what it was like with the Spanish flu. Like, people are just like dying by the thousands, and they're like, after the fourth year of it, they're like, no, Tommy's got the Spanish flu. He might die.
Right? It's gotta be. Things just become everything normalizes, right? We are a very adaptable critter. After a while, we're like, yeah, all right, yep, that's how it goes.
So, Jack, right?
Mm-hmm. Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise, sleeping around, double jumping and everything.
Yeah.
He's supposed to be the champion, the warrior. He's the hero's journey, right? He gets his call to action.
Mm-hmm.
He goes for it. He gets his sacred weapon. This is straight up Joseph Campbell stuff right here in this movie.
Absolutely.
Except he uses his weapon once, looks at it like Luke looking at a lightsaber for the first time, and cuts someone's head off. He's like, "Whoa, I did that!" And then immediately loses his weapon and his shield. So he's just left in some shiny Zelda armor. Wait,
yep, of course. Why did it suppose that they chose to not have him be in trousers?
He just has some strong thighs, and they're like, we got to show these at every moment. Because Tom, all right, you're going to want to squat down like a normal person, but just spread them. Just buffalo shot every shot.
I thought that was real strange cinematography on that point too. I didn't get it. I was like, why are you what's the point, Ridley? What's she getting after?
Yeah, it's like Basic Instinct all over this thing.
But it was all backlit, so it was tasteful. Don't worry, it's fine. It's still kid safe, but yeah, it really was. I didn't.
He squats down. They're like, okay, let's make a plan. All right, well, let me get my crotch in frame. I mean, in frame.
Yeah, such a weird thing.
So weird.
I did read real briefly that Tom Cruise did not like this movie so much. I have a reoccurring fear, and I think it is from this movie legend.
Oh,
I think.
What is it?
So, that scene, where she does the thing and she throws the ring into the water.
Yeah. Right. I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah.
Right. So
and he comes up under the ice.
Right. And so in the time that he's under the water, the whole world freezes over because the unicorn goes into a coma, maybe?
Yes.
So, or maybe
there has to be 2 unicorns for the world to work right.
Right. And one of them, I don't know, maybe fell into Odin's sleep. I don't know. One of them was out of commission.
Metaphors, because this is clearly an Adam Eve, Garden of Eden metaphor as well.
Right, it really is.
Yeah.
Okay, so whatever. So was the unicorn the apple? Whatever. Anyway, so the unicorn is out of commission, and the whole world freezes over instantly. And so Jack comes up and he knocks his noggin on a layer of ice when he's coming up out of the water. And there is something in that scene that sent me to a very young primal place when I watched it.
I was watching that scene and I was thinking, that's a good solid 3 inches, 4 inches of ice.
Right.
And that will support several persons' body weights on it.
Yeah.
So him breaking through that's not hard.
There's no way he's punching through that.
Yeah, there's no way he's punching through that. He comes up and I was like, that is so much ice. That scared me. I was like, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I've only been ice fishing that one time out there with you. But it was the first time was a little nerve-wracking for the first few minutes. I was like, this is Weird stuff. This is the
Yeah,
natural. Like,
it's weird.
people aren't made to walk on water, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. But I'll tell you what, it's so much fun. Like, there's a little thrill in that too, you know.
Oh, sure. Like, I get
But
that, but
yeah, no, I had a very short season this year, but I did win an auger.
oh, did you?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Like a $200 auger. You know, so like I didn't catch anything, but like we've been winning stuff in the derby, so like
Just not
I
like
guess it's a watch.
the raffle side of things.
Yes, the raffle side of things.
Okay. Well, whatever. And it's not a
Yeah.
loss. I mean, like, you don't do it for the fish, right? You don't do it for the meat,
No,
right?
no, you do it for the fun. You do it for the thrill. Of it.
Right. Like,
And like when you do catch something, there is a dopamine rush.
mhm.
You know, like, yeah, I'm spending quality time with my family, and that's awesome. And I'm going out there and
Whatever.
I'm having an adventure.
Uh-huh.
But like when you do catch a fish, there's that hit. And that hit is what it's like heroin. Fishing is like heroin.
You know, or if you didn't want to go that dark, probably a lot like gambling too, right? Where it doesn't
Oh,
happen a
yeah,
lot.
absolutely.
Like, overall, it's a sink. You betcha.
Mhm.
But like, for that
Yeah.
that dopamine rush of the hit of the bonus, you betcha, totally worth it.
Mm-hmm. The amount that you put into fishing equipment, like when you really get into it, you're never recouping it. It's all lost. Because unless I become a commercial fisherman, this is just a expensive hobby. you
Right.
know? And I don't even drink.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I mean, like, we all spend our money on silly things, right?
It's true.
Like, it's like,
Yeah.
and I'm at this point,
But-
like, you take care of your family. I'm not
Mhm.
judging anybody, right? Like, it's like train guys. I don't get it. There's real money that goes into that.
Oh yeah.
Real money. It's
I don't get train guys
But-
either. I mean,
but
I'm all for a hobby.
yeah, like, but I support the dude to
Yeah.
do it. I'm like, yeah, if that's your jam, get after it. Like, I love the passion.
How your little town going? You know.
Right? And honestly, like, how different is that from like
Yeah.
the miniatures that I painted, or or a plethora of
Oh.
other things? It's not. It's
No,
just we're
no.
all
I
nerds
mean,
in our own way.
No, it's not. Right. I mean, I think that those guys are looking for a lot more control though.
Ooh, do you think that's what it is? Oh, we are so off topic.
We really are. We gotta get back. Wow. You know, we must be pretty far afield if you're bringing us back.
Wow. Yeah, that's true. That is true.
It's true. Like you want to derail me and we'll run for hours. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, we're pretty far off right now, for sure.
I saw a librarian the other day.
Okay.
And she's like, "Oh man, we've jumped topic again." I said, "I don't have a straight track."
You know, I've always felt conversation should be organic, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
But, you know,
Yeah, I mean, this is just a framing device to hang out.
that's true. Yeah, that's definitely true. You're right.
But I do want to talk about the movie because I watched. Now, my sister and I watched the heck out of this movie in the 80s.
She loved it
Like-
too. I forgot about that.
Oh, she loves it more than I do. Like she has a very special spot in her heart for this movie.
You know, but
And
she
when I was
had a
watching
couple
it
of
tonight-
years on you. Like, she might have had, like,
That's
that
true.
could have been her, like, first crush, right? Young Tom Cruise being a wood nymph spirit. Like, she was kind of into that whole thing anyway.
For sure.
Oh, I bet you that was her
She
first
had
big
wolf
crush.
posters in that whole 9 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, probably. I think it's an easy one. I mean, the guy's really easy on my eye.
Yeah, I suppose he is.
Like, yeah, I mean, the two leads in this film, very attractive.
Oh, stunning people. You betcha. You betcha.
Like, they did a good job casting it. Like, if you're casting fairy tale people, that's what you want them to look like. Yeah.
You know, I would think so.
Yeah.
So, okay. So, what did you think about the dwarves being comic relief? Like, did you hate them? Did you
Okay,
like them?
from-
Did you?
Well, I loved them as a kid. They were
Me
hilarious.
too.
But now, like, morally, do I find that okay?
Yeah.
I don't know. Is it empowering or is it belittling? You know, they're playing a supernatural creature, but they are little people.
They are little people.
You know,
But I mean, I just
Yeah.
mean like how they treated the characters. They just
oh yeah,
like
one says adios amigo.
right. Like I didn't know like all the goblins rhymed.
That's not so bad.
I didn't hate that either,
okay
but
with
there
that.
were some like very strange language choice for the others in this film.
Oh yeah, yeah. I can't remember. There was another modern thing in there that they were saying that kind of like took me out of it. I was like, when is this supposed to take place? Like, that's clearly like, I mean, that's a not a wind up clock.
Mhm, mhm. Yeah.
What's going on?
I was confused by, from the onset. So, like, the opening scroll,
Yes,
like, did you?
which they needed.
They really did. They sure did. And yet,
I wonder if they shot the movie and then people were like, what is this movie about?
what am I watching?
Yeah. And you're like, okay, Johnson, quickly write something
Right.
at the beginning of this.
Although, I mean, at that point, man, opening scrolls were all the rage. Like Star Wars had
true.
just come out. Well, I mean, not just, but like within 6 years of this, Star Wars came out, which epitomized like the beauty of an opening scroll.
Well, we know that Ridley Scott has some narrative issues when he's telling a visual story. Like, or at least the studio assumes so. So they put a voiceover in Blade Runner. They've got an opening scroll in Legend.
When did Alien come out?
Alien came out in the 70s. I don't think it had a scroll, did it? No, it does.
It does.
No, it just had it does.
There's
Yeah,
like that
okay.
weird computer screen, like 80s computer screen.
Yeah.
Or I guess at that point, 70s computer screen
Like-
scroll.
Like a Chiron too, where it just tells you at the bottom, like Wayland Industries in space.
Totally. So
Yeah.
so Ridley Scott came off the high of, because he wrote Alien too, right? Right? He wrote Alien also? Or is that false?
I gotcha.
Oh, dude, I'm the worst.
going
You are
to-
not at your computer. I'm a jerk. Disregard that. Let's BS that. But either way, like Alien
No.
was
I'm actually curious about this. It was directed by him. We all know that,
for sure.
but I would like to say, right off the top of my head, without looking this up at all, that it was written by Dan O'Bannon and Ronald Shusett.
Oh, so definitely not Ridley
Screenplay by
Scott.
Dan O'Bannon.
Okay, interesting. Oh, was it
Yeah,
a book originally?
Off the top of my head,
Wow,
I would like to say
I am just the worst. Oh my gosh, I am so sorry.
Based off of I have no idea.
Okay, fair
I
enough.
don't know if this is.
I mean, whatever. But like,
Yeah.
he was on the high of directing Alien, and like that smashed, and it still smashes, right?
Yeah. Okay, that's what we're doing next.
Oh
Definitely.
yeah. Honestly, I did that
Absolutely.
one not that long ago. We just did the full treatment not that long ago. Really
Are you
worthwhile.
okay with doing it again?
Absolutely.
Is that
Absolutely.
okay?
Ooh.
So I mean, if you want, I'll hit Alien too.
Oh no.
Aliens.
Aliens, yeah. No, whatever. No, let's watch Alien again. That sounds fun. I bet I'm sure we can get Sean on
Okay.
board too. That sounds great. So like he does Alien and then he does Legend.
Okay, let's look at his oeuvre. Okay,
Sure.
So, all right, filmography. I don't know what The Duelist is. I don't think I've seen that one. If I had, that's no good. Not to his credit. So, Alien, bam, movie knocks it out of the park. Great movie,
Yeah.
amazing, like Lovecraftian horror film. H.R. Giger inspired creatures.
Ooh,
Great.
Ooh, is that the common pronunciation nowadays?
It's Giger, not Geiger. Geiger is a Geiger counter. Giger is his name.
But when we were younger, we all just said Geiger.
Oh yeah, we were pronouncing it incorrect.
We were. When did you find out about that? Because this is brand new to me.
I was listening to a podcast.
Oh, perfect. Okay, I love every bit of that. All right, so yeah, this is news to me. So Giger,
right? Alien, killing it.
Okay.
Ridley Scott, good job. Blade Runner, I love it. Box office flop, but that's a movie for another time. We'll definitely do that one, but down the road
for sure.
Then he comes back with Legend. So Blade Runner and Legend, both bombs, right?
Yeah.
And then he had some real weird like block in the late 80s, early 90s. Like, I've never seen someone to watch over me, but I did watch Black Rain, and that is a terrible movie.
Yep.
With Michael Douglas. You remember that?
I do.
Yeah. Then he comes back with Thelma and Louise, which a lot of people liked a lot.
Not that movie slaps. Like,
does it really?
Like that one might be good for the shows too. Like, good for this show. Like, people loved it, and it did just oodles for
Julia Roberts, Gina Davis, and Susan Sarandon.
Yeah, but I was just gonna say women's issues is what I was gonna say. Like, that movie empowered a lot of gals.
Okay.
So it was like,
yeah. I don't know. I can't speak to that. I'd like to know a little bit more about that.
I mean, I think it didn't it win like 1 million Academy Awards too. Wow, I keep doing this. You know what? I'm backing that up. I'm just not gonna ask that question.
I don't know, but I do know that it holds an 86% on Rotten Tomatoes.
That's pretty rad. That slaps.
Yeah, and it's 7.9. So, like, it you're right. I will revisit this with you.
It is well regarded.
Absolutely.
Is all I'm gonna say. And I feel like it did do a fair amount for women's issues, for female spirit.
Yeah.
All right. Nobody loves.
When is that Women's Month or whatever?
Wow. Yeah, we're gonna have to cut every bit of that. Right? Because, like,
is this misogyny?
I feel like
I'm really bad about misogyny.
I feel like two white dudes should not be talking about women's issues when there's no women anywhere nearby.
100% agree with you, and we will cut this. But I think we should totally do Thelma and Louise, and maybe have our wives on.
I would love the crud out of that.
Yeah, I think that'd be really fun. I'll see if I can get Annie on board with that.
Totally. Well, that'd just be a fun hangout besides.
Yeah, it really would. It'd be a really fun hang. So then we've got some weird stuff going on again with his films. We got White Squall and G.I. Jane.
I remember liking G.I. Jane. I know that people hated it. I think
you liked it.
I did like it. I did like it.
I was 20 when that came out.
Sure. I mean, I was, I guess, 19-ish.
Yeah. But yeah, no, shaved head.
Demi
you
Moore.
were talking about good voices earlier, and she definitely has one.
Oh, you think Demi Moore has got a sultry voice?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I can see that.
Do. Yeah. Let's see here.
I mean,
after G.I. Jane, Gladiator.
Oh, I wanted that to be better.
So many people love that movie, though.
I know.
Loved it.
I know.
I didn't. I was not among them.
I didn't love it. I wanted to love it. Like, I did. Because I loved the story.
It was a cultural phenomenon.
It sure was. What a thing. You know another in that same genre that I really wanted to love but couldn't? Troy.
What's that? I was just about to say that. I was like, I was about to guess it. I was going to say, was it Troy? Same thing.
I wanted that to be so good because it should have been good. And I had just read so much Homer before that came out too.
Yeah.
And
absolutely.
Yeah, I was so bummed. So just heartbroken a little bit when that movie came out.
Well, they tried to make it a realistic telling of the Odyssey or something.
Right.
You know, like
Horse Puggy. Come on now.
but they kept everybody. They got Paris, they've got Hector, they've got
I mean,
you know,
yeah.
Achilles.
They got everybody.
Like, do they have Ajax in there too?
They do, yeah. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
that real big guy with a hammer.
Ah man. See, I wanted to name Levin. No, I wanted to name my first son Ajax, but that's a different story.
Sure, guys. We all make compromises.
Yeah.
And compromises all the way down.
But after Gladiator, we got Hannibal, Black Hawk Down. I can't, you know, I honestly thought that he was just like hit after hit.
No, dude, he's got some stanks.
Yeah, he really does.
Although, man, his hits are such hit, right? Like his hits change culture, and his stink. I mean, right? Like it can't all stick.
I mean, I'm looking over this, and like, he did one in 2021 called House of Gucci.
House of Gucci. Is that the?
House of
Isn't
Gucci.
that new one with like Henry Cavill and
No, it's Lady Gaga.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Adam Driver, Jared Leto,
Oh, okay.
Jeremy Irons, and Al Pacino.
That was supposed to be really good.
What?
Yeah.
I refuse.
I had heard that was supposed to be what did Rotten Tomatoes at? I mean, you got to have it right there.
I'll play this game. I'll play this game with you. What do you think it was?
No, I heard that it was so good, and I've never seen it. Although it's kind of a shame.
It broke the thermometer.
Wait, is that what they call it?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I'm going to give it a 60. Okay. Yep. And now I'm going to click, and we're going to go down to reception, and it says here. Why don't they just put it at the top? I mean, you're gonna make me look it up. All right, 61. We will be back, and when we are, we'll be watching the movie Alien.
The beginning is at the start. Legends can be now and forever, teaching us to reach for goodness sake. Legends can be